Hello, YouTube friends, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Challenge of the Month. This is the second half of the Industrial Age. We're playing Hungary on Emperor on Terra Incognito. When we left, we just finished off wars with Tokugawa and with Poundmaker, and I think we're going to go to war with Jadwiga this turn. There's going to be some juicy plunders, so I think I'm going to go into radio just to get the boost. I'm going to try to get it. Estercom just finished off the privateers. We wanted to buy one to get an armada, but we're a little over 1,000 short on cash. I'm going to sell some coal. Let's see what Poundmaker wants to give us. Well, we don't want his open borders, but we'll squeeze him for all of his cash. Hopefully we'll be able to do the same thing with the battleship later to go after Vicky. And I guess an ironclad Estercom will be 10 by then and can start working on its encampment. Start working on Szeged's aerodrome or not. I need to be 13. What's the best way to get to 13 fast? I think I'm going to build Angkor Wat. I'm going to go on to food focus. And I'm going to chop Angkor Wat out and chop some population. We have 6 oil that we're going to have online soon, and the 2 other settles to the south will give us 8 more. We don't need that much oil. I'm going to actually build an aerodrome here, just so I don't have to wait. We've got 2 places working on biplanes. 10 turns to get to the Oasis settle, and only 8 turns to get to the Tundra settle. I think we're going to come down to the Tundra with this one. We don't need Magnus in Pex anymore, so I'm going to stick him in Debrecen, and I think that's the only housekeeping I need to do. Let's plan this carefully. I don't want that there. I do want this settler, just in case there's a juicy aluminum spot around. These guys are going to get kicked out into weird places. But let's finish up as much of their railroads as we can. It would be awesome if this guy got kicked to here, but I wouldn't count on it. We're going to want this guy to put me a railroad here and make it easier for the settler to get out. We'll use up some of his movement. When the war is declared, I'll try to get as far in as I can before I do my promotion. These 2 will be ready to take up position here. Gonna want him ready to get some pillages off soon. And that just leaves our little bombard. So I think we're ready to start this war. Just one thing left to do. She has got a lot of money. So we're going to take it. We'll pay her back in lead instead of gold. Let's see how well I thought this out. Well, this worked out. They're already under siege. Wow. You can get pretty far in there. I'm going to hit with this one first because I think we can take this city this turn. We're going to raise it. And everybody's in position for the next one. I did get kicked to the place that I wanted. I'm going to build a little bridge across here for when everybody comes. Actually, here might be even better. And I can start building into Rome. This guy got kicked to a bad spot. He's going to have a little bit of a walk back to his railroad. Oh, I should have had you as a listening post. That's okay. I think I'm going to transfer you to Debrecen. He'll get there roughly around the time that Magnus does, and I won't have to worry about him getting booted like Pengala got booted out of Szeged. So this is the puzzle. They're not quite healthy enough to go after Philip, but we can start to heal up and get ready. We've got the recruits coming to make the armies, and we've got a bombard coming. So I'll do a little bit of rest here. We can finish working on the railroads. Let's cross the river here and make our bridge. Let's get up towards Toledo so our army has quick access to these areas when we're finished fighting there. Going to just take him out of the camp so when our privateer gets there, we'll be able to clear it quicker. Let's start getting some oil. We're sending this guy over water, so let's do some fog busting and barbarian hunting. Make sure our settler doesn't get poached. And these guys can continue to do the Northwest Passage to link up to those ironclads and make armadas. They're not a bad first turn. Cardiff. Can we get them back easy? We can. That's good, because they're kind of guarding the Northwest Passage. There's our first pillage towards radio. Our second pillage towards radio. And our third pillage towards radio. This might actually work out. Having these railways is very handy. Finish off with a boom. Shouldn't have to look at Tokyo for the rest of the game. I'm going to actually hit the city just to get the promotion, so I'm a depredation courser next turn. I think I'm going to have radio.
Without radio is a deaf world.
So no sources of my own. Let's find out where we have it. Hansa's going to be giving us some, if they ever develop it. There's some there. That's actually pretty close to us. Hong Kong has some. I could maybe go develop it. Akkad should be giving it to us right now because it's under their encampment. Bolin has it mined. I think we're going to settle right here if I get that settler from the barb camp here. Might have wasted a pillage there. We're going to keep this one. Next turn, we should be able to put Victor in there. I hope we can hold it. Three turns till Angkor Wat, and 13 turns until 13, so it is a good thing we're building it. Okay, looks like our settler is going to be okay. Let's go meet the fleets. You would have yoinked my settler.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed.
Gonna get the factory to help out Debrecen when Magnus gets established. Gonna send these two on a long journey to catch up with the fleets. He might never get vertical integration. That makes me sad. Gonna need Victor in Warsaw. The Bombard has a promotion. I think that's his attack range promotion. Let's pillage. Let's do one movement here and turn you into a depredation courser. Almost got distracted by the shiny trader. Krakow is under siege. It's about to get even better. I'm going to hit the city. I'm not going to lose a lot of health. It's experience. What a moment. I kill scouts so badly in this game, and I have a fully promoted skirmisher corps, which I will be turning into an army when I get back. That's all 7 promotions.
It's surrounded by a moat, and access is by a single bridge, protected by 2 stone tigers so grand and fearsome as to strike terror into the visitor.
Four turns for a biplane here. We're going to counter spy the industrial zone. We'll get him to link up with the northern fleet. We'll get this guy to link up here with the southern fleet. Quite a few tiles away. That took a lot of movement to get there, but he should be fully pillaging it next turn and then maybe getting a pillage off on the campus. There's some money and the promotion. I'm pillaging Faith, but I don't know if there's anything I can spend it on. Could get a second general right away. Start building the bridge at Barcelona. You just slowly creep around here. We're going to build the railroad over this way and link up with the bridge. I think next turn we're going to war with Niani. I'm going to have to switch out of advanced flight, probably into steel. Just going to check over here. Yeah, we finished the bombard over there, so I don't mind if I get that. You can just sit here because you'll put a railroad into Krakow when we get it. We should have it next turn. 4 turns for a biplane for you. Gonna get these 2 luxuries. Think we'll be able to start the war with Spain next turn. In 9 turns, we'll have our own aluminum. Probably don't need it, but it's fun. The Navy is starting to shape up. We're going to need those ironclads to take this city, but we can start wreaking some havoc. How much money do you have? Let's see if we can get some of it by trade first and get almost the rest of it by a loan. Power of a Golden Age war.
Gather.
What did he just call me? That spy gives us the vision to hit the city from distance. We don't even have to put a unit in peril. Well, I think that settler's safe, and it doesn't really matter. So let's get down here and start doing some shore raids on Mali. We might even be better off diverting that privateer from the barbarian camp. I think we'll start the war. Philip has only 1 gold. Shave a little bit off the walls. Guess I should have put the general over here. Like a bridge over troubled waters. Let's see if we can take Krakow this turn. Three turns till steel. Three turns till ideology. Oh, let's put Pengala back in Pex. In Szeged. Getting so mixed up. We're going to keep this city. We'll reassign Victor to it. It is loyal. We don't need to. And we'll do all your repairs. I don't think he's going to be able to help them get there any faster, but somebody's getting a promotion. We can start to get some gold pillages down here while the bombard's coming. Get you a health pillage sometime. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I know Spain, Poland, and Mali aren't enjoying themselves. Oh, well, I'm here anyways. Might as well get it and then get over. Ouch. He needs that health pillage. Let's do it.
It has been demonstrated that no system, not even the most inhuman, can continue.
I think I might put lightning warfare in. Going to have to change things around a lot here. Going to need economic union. My shipyard cities could use the help. I'm going to be doing some upgrading soon. Put lightning warfare in place of this. I think this is going to work. Let's see about getting campus pillages here and here. I think I'm all done theater square pillages. He can go after the aqueduct. He can go after the lumber mill. This is the road I'm going to want. Actually, you can go after this. You can go after this. Our bombard's gonna out-level this general, so I might as well keep it with the main force. I'm at war with Hong Kong. And I can't do anything about it, and I've lost Cardiff again. I'm a few choice pillages away from fascism. It's too bad I ran out of theater squares. They decided to trade jobs.
There are three things extremely hard.
Going to go straight up to aircraft carriers, since I'm hoping to have some bombers to put on them. They might end up at the fight too late. I'm leaving some pillages on the table, but I need to get stuff done. I think I found a place for Victor. Able to get started working on London. I'm going to upgrade to Ranger. Next turn, I'll have a Ranger army. This is why I built that railroad. I'm almost to the front. Next turn, I'll have that. So I'll just rejig this. Then I'll get infantry. And then I don't think it matters. Maybe drones. Now I could do something like shift enter a turn here and see if I just happen to get advanced flight and start working right on the bomber. I'll just do one turn of a trader and then I might try that next turn, or I might not have to try it. Privateer messed it up. Never mind the privateers. I'm messing things up. Oh, I had a promotion I didn't use. Let's upgrade you. Let's build that railroad. This hurts a little bit, but it is experience. There's pillage. Oh, I thought I could maybe upgrade him. Should have put him in the city. We still need another field cannon. And then I think we'll work on a line infantry army to help take London. He's not gonna catch up. I think I might transfer him to Niani instead. Let's make some room in the airfield. I am getting disasters. I've had a few floods. Just want my volcano to explode.
Sure, jets are fast and economical.
That worked out.
Oh my.
Okay. Let's get a pair of bombers here. Let's get a pair of bombers here. I hate repairing conquered cities. Well, you get your upgrade. Should be attacking Madrid with it this turn, but I screwed up here. Let's pillage. Not as much interested in faith pillage. I don't really feel like crossing the river for a gold pillage. And I've got these Akkad guys kind of ready to go. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Fully promoted Ranger Army. 7 promotions. Ba 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 ba. What are you gonna do about that? I think I'll attack London. Vicky, I have no idea where you got all your gold. You are the richest person in the game by far, even more than Mali, and you have 1 city. Tell me your secret, or you can take it to your grave.
War? We are not amused.
I wouldn't be amused either. Now I'm gonna have to get hit in order to work on this city, but that'll change when the 7 Nation army gets there. Let's get some tanks. Let's get Poznan. We're going to keep this city too. I'll keep these 2 as well, and I'll have a nice little cluster. I'll peace out with her, and she can have Radom. Did I mention I hate repairing conquered cities? I haven't seen any maize or copper chops in these cities. Could have took this last turn. Let's also get you out of the airfield. Let's deploy you at the harbor entrance. I'm just going to take 1 hit here. I'm not going to get through here very easy. I should have Niani next turn. Well, maybe not next turn. You go here and get the gold. You get a little closer. Battleship hung up okay. You shoot Niani. You start working on Timbuktu. Oh wow, not as nice a walls as Niani had. Gonna get shot twice. Just sit there for a second. Maybe wait for your army recruit. I think that's gonna be mine this turn. Out of things to pillage here. Wasn't expecting that to go in one hit. Well, good. I have a couple of maize chops here. No builders, though. Why doesn't Poland have any builders for me to capture? I've been working on the railroad. I think they can see me. Why don't you deploy on the other side of the harbor? Hey! Well, I'm gonna have to buy a builder. It's not gonna be a good one. But it'll get these two things and the foxes. Well, there's a campus here to pillage too. Mainly interested in the gold at this point. I think I'm gonna science my way to everything I want. I'm almost at war with everybody. Okay, let's forget the juicy trade route pillages. Just gonna make sure this is as painless as possible. Gonna get a builder here. Shoot Timbuktu. Get another builder. There's a gold chop. Is camp a faith pillage? Let's go get the science pillage. We're gonna keep Niani. Oh, we're good. I'm gonna send you to Saged so Pingala doesn't get booted a second time out of there. And it looks like we're finished another recruit. I'm about ready to get some tanks. He's gonna take 2 hits from the city. I hope I don't lose him on my first turn in combat against Vicky.
The ultimate end of any ideology is totalitarianism.
I'm a fascist. I definitely need this when I upgrade the tanks next turn. I think I'd like third alternative in there. And I'm gonna get the injury card here. I want a governor. Doesn't matter where I build to now. Actually, I think my fastest way of getting a governor, my war department, I'm just going to buy this Curacao. And Magnus will be fully promoted to vertical integration. And we'll get you to the front. I might not have a lot of gold. Might have to declare war on Cleo to get enough to upgrade the tanks. We'll find out. Poland doesn't have a lot in the way of gold pillages. Joan of Arc is about to become totally obsolete. We're gonna go swap her out with Dandara.
The cars haven't advanced that much since we were...
Gonna put off taking Valencia until I get that pillage, and I'll get another pillage here. Nice. Madrid had a builder. I might be able to chop this. Yeah, I'll be able to chop the copper. And hopefully I'll get some gold out of the area here. You just sit there and wait for one of those traders to make a move. Looks like Seven Nation Army is okay. Might have too many of these guys already. It's only 465.
Better to fight for something.
I've got some uranium. I'm gonna have to buy an expensive, crappy builder. There's a little bit of gold. I'll put one here after I chop that as well. But I am going to plunder this. I'm going to come up here and shoot Barcelona so this guy can go shoot Allotted. So shoot the city. You get my gold pillage. Ah, I can't. You get your promotion. Sad about the gold. Dam's vulnerable, but I want to cover the city center, so I'm going to go on the aerodrome. Have my first two bombers next turn. Gonna have to get those aircraft carriers. I think you're gonna work on that next. He'll work on one more bomber and we'll try to afford to buy one. They're only 3,000 plus.
You and I come by road or...
I'm gonna take the plunder while I can. I'll get my promotion next turn. There's some gold plunderers here, but I would like to wrap this up. I think the gold is what we want. Going to chop the crabs. Well, Philip doesn't know it, but my war with him is over. I'm gonna move into Madrid. Looks like I don't need to. Everything just stabilized. Looks like Rome is gonna be next. I'm not getting open borders with them, but I think I'm gonna come up this way. Say hello to my little friend. I think it's time that some of these guys retired. Timbuktu gets to say goodbye next turn. 5 turns to my aircraft carrier. Is there a way to speed that up? Yes. That doesn't do anything. Gonna buy that extra bomber. Oh, it's not mine. They're just teasing me. Gonna build that bank. Okay, Victor, you get garrison commander. And you must have stopped a spy. None of these help with counter spying. Wow, he did a fair amount of damage. No loyalty problems anywhere. Go to here and take my promotion. You can actually reach the city. Let's get Dandara over here as well. I think we're going to make quick work of Rome. I don't know if we're going to get our aircraft carrier and bombers over here in time. We might be finished. You guys come down and help with Norway. You should work those. This is going to time out really well. Next turn I'll be upgrading all of the line infantry. Well, he took a hit like a champ.
For a machine to run smoothly,
الثروة
Don't have quite enough for the destroyer unless we get started working on both of these guys.
Þú ættir þig eldinum eiga stjórna þú hefur kveikt.
We can make peace with Poland. See if Jadwiga will give me any money. Get that destroyer. London's calling. And what about you? Let's get to work on your encampment. And let's put you back on Counter Spy. And I think we're going to park the field cannon in here next turn, and we're going to actually retire you. Get the uranium, even though we don't need it. I have a plan for you. It's just too beautiful a spot to pass up, and I need something to celebrate my impending victory. And I think I'm going to move Victor there. That'll give a little support to these areas here. If I get some vision on Petulia, I can shoot it from there. Goodbye, Vicky.
Loss will not be sustained, and England, thank Providence, will ascend again.
Her money-making secret to the grave. Get as far away from the harbor as we can. Looks like I'm making trouble on the world stage. They all passed.
Benjamin Franklin may have discovered electricity.
There's only a few turns left to explode, Mr. Volcano. Ranji Toto, you were a bitter disappointment. I should have took Pangala in here at the beginning, but then the volcano would have exploded. Hey! I get Hong Kong back. I don't think I'm getting Cahokia back.
The good thing about computers is that they... The Cold War is not thawing.
Pick some science chops so I can get the spec ops. We're just gonna leave things as they are. We're close to the end. I think that's everybody upgraded. You'll just indulge me for a second. I'd like to show off my railroad. We've pretty much hit all of the important locations, and we've kept that army moving pretty good. Nobody's around that's got any movement, so we'll finish this up next turn. So this episode has only been 20 turns, from 142 to 162. Once the war got rolling, it really got rolling. I think I'll finish it off with my huzzah.
Though its face may change throughout the ages, history is written from the hand of the victor. By your actions this day, you ensure our people a glorious tomorrow.
I want to thank you so much for watching this episode. If you like this content, give me a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I don't know what I'm doing next, but whatever it is, I will see you there.